me a second again. I'm just gonna wait for people to get on. And people who watch this later on YouTube, I'm just waiting for people to get on, basically. Gonna give it some time for people to get on. Oh. What's up? How you doing? Alright, so I'm gonna wait for a little bit more people to get on. probably post this on my Facebook. But okay, I'm just gonna I'll let people who ever want to watch it back. Okay, so it took me a while to gather my thoughts, but if you're seeing the title of this video, you know what I'm talking about. DMC Devil May Cry, which I'm just gonna call it the DMC Reboot, because that's what they originally tried to do, but as we all know, because we're in the year 2020, we know that it failed. I know not everyone's gonna look into the aspect of why it failed, but it comes up to many reasons. Basically, why the DMC Reboot failed, which I'm gonna talk about in this video for y'all to understand. Basically, alright, first, sorry, there, one more. Let's go back to the year of 2008. Devil May Cry 4 had just come out not that long ago. At the time, Capcom was disappointed with the sales of Devil May Cry 4, despite coming out on multiple consoles. I'm gonna add in my 2 cents here, because even though it's like, guys, it was the best Devil May Cry game that sold, but they were still disappointed with the sales because it came out on multiple consoles. But the reason why it didn't sell that well is because you rushed it out, guys. You have to at least finish the damn game. And so that the people making the game can make the game they want. And then, on top of it all, Capcom thought it had to do more or less with the Western audience not really liking Devil May Cry, which I'm sure anyone who sees the name of this video will probably say that's wrong. We don't like, because I have to admit this, Devil May Cry 4 I liked. Then I went back to play the others. Playing 1, 2, and 3, and last year with me making Devil May Cry 5 video, so there's that. And in 2000s, like 2000, in that time, like span, you know, Capcom been outsourcing a lot of their games to Western developers and whatnot. Either hit or miss, including Bionic Commando, Lost Planet 3, and I forget what else, but Bionic Commando, I just remember distinctly because of something very, very idiotic, which I'm going to repeat. Bionic Commando game where apparently, not apparently, this did happen, that the main character's wife had been basically built into his arm. I'm now going to let that sink in for about a few seconds. Did that sink in? Okay, moving on. Back to Devil May Cry. Basically, though, Ninja Theory, they looked at it because they made some... Because another thing they also looked at is the fact that, you know, the Devil May Cry game has, like, the story for Devil May Cry hasn't been a strong suit. One, that wasn't much to. Two, do I even need to say anything about two? I don't think so. And three, it was the characters that made it fun. Like, basically, what I'm taking guesses, they looked at one of the Ninja Theory games that, 100 Ninja Theory games that they have made, which are, at the time, were, Enslaved Odyssey and Heavenly Sword. I still haven't had a chance to play Heavenly Sword, but I did play Enslaved at least. So, which I at least remember those are story-driven games with some hack and slash elements. You know, something they're looking for in a Western developer. There's a prerequisite though. What? Enslaved Odyssey or Heavenly Sword? I still never gotten a chance to play Heavenly Sword. I'm gonna have to get that sometime. Anyways, one of the things that a prerequisite that Capcom had come up with that it had to be a Western take on Devil May Cry. Despite, you know, which, like, basically though, from what I've seen for concept art and some other stuff that Ninja Theory wanted to originally do, well, certain aesthetics stayed the same, but they did want to keep Dante with white hair and whatnot, but originally, but as you can see, the product came out. At first he had black hair, which I'm not gonna get into that, say that for a little bit later, because it's just to give you guys some history before getting to the actual game. And eventually around, I'd say 2012, I think it was, because yeah, 2012 was around that time we first saw the teaser trailer, which I remember this clearly, and I was a little bit taken back, but wanted to see more of the game before writing off. But you know, most fans have already written it off just by seeing the design, and that was Dante pretty pissed about it. Like, I was just getting to Devil May Cry, so it's like I just gained to Devil May Cry because I only played 4 before that. Then I played the other two, and I'm like, then I was actually kind of mad about it. But wanted to see what the game was like first. Unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to play the demo or play the game at release. But basically what to me the creative director for Ninja Theory, he had, let's just say there's some back and forth between Ninja Theory and the DMC fans, which I have to say this honestly, some of the stuff, even though Ninja Theory put this stuff in the game, just remember, guys, Capcom wanted them to do this. So it's like a lot of the blame to reason why DMC Reboot, basically they got all the flack while Capcom got nothing. I just want to make this very clear that that Capcom wanted them to do it like this. Just know that. Either way, Ninja Theory was gonna piss someone off, and pissed off all the DMC fans. Alright. That's the first part of the failure now. But I should also mention another comment that Team E made, which this one actually pissed me off when I first heard about it, which was about a year ago. Because I didn't know this. Because I watched this guy's video known as the Foxcade, and he basically did a retrospective review of Devil May Cry, the DMC Reboot, and one of the things he said really irked me. Particularly what he said about the female characters of Devil May Cry, which I think was pretty dumb in the first place. Like, okay, I'm gonna get this quote. This is basically what he said. For what he's thought about the DMC women, and at least. He said, if it is true the average console gamer is over 30, which I totally believe, then you can't use those cheap tricks and titillate people into wanting to buy your game. Okay, it's a little bit more, but hold on. I have nothing against big tits. I'd rather have my head resting on a pair right now. This is what Timeen says. By the way, on a pair right now. But if you're going to try and stimulate someone on different levels, there's a better way to do it. If you look at the stars in movies, the women people find more attractive are the ones not with the biggest hits. You've got to be attractive on a different level. Hold on. We did that in Slade with Trip. People loved her not because she had a big breast and high heels, but because she felt like someone who could be your girlfriend. That to me is more attractive than a prostitute walking around with a big gun. Not to demean prostitutes. Really, to me. Really. So, you're calling Lady a prostitute and Trish a prostitute? Out of the game you're basically rebooting? I see what you did there to me. Really? Okay. Now to the actual game itself. Well, another reason why I have to say this game failed, and honestly I feel like it failed for me too, because I have to at least say it's still not as bad as Devil May Cry 2, at least. That is the one thing I'm going to say, at least, for the DMC reboot. That's not as bad as Devil May Cry 2. Devil May Cry 2 is just boring. Gameplay for this is fun. A little easy, even though I put it on easy, but we're just gonna gross over that. But I want you to think about it, though. The gameplay's fun. But the story, on the other hand, oh my fucking god. Is the dialogue. The dialogue's terrible. The characters are terrible. And the enemies you go up against, they suck just as bad. Just... fuck. I mean, I thought I had to sit through some bad dialogue in some games, but damn. Whew. Some of the dialogue for Devil May Cry is just bad. Anyways, most of the time the reason why the dialogue is bad is having to do with Dante, or which one of my co-workers at work called him Dante, which it's kind of funny, but I see there was character development with him, and I say character development because the reason why Dante was supposed to side with humanity was because of that girl Kat, who I still feel like is a absolutely nothing character, which I really noticed while playing this myself. Kat, I think, is the most egregious of all the Devil May Cry women that there have been. She's the most egregious out of them all, and probably the one I hate the most. Excuse me. Then there's Virgil in this game, who, if you guys didn't watch the stream, had a major heel turn, which had no build up whatsoever, like he was gonna do this. And then in Virgil's downfall, it's just like, oh, it's basically just like, oh, I'm just gonna become more evil. It's like, this game kind of fucked up Virgil, which I dislike that, because Virgil's a little bit more as a person that was made by the trauma he had, which I have to honestly say, only thing he did was have his plan blow up his face, his brother stab him, and the fact that he thought his mom liked Dante better, and like, that's slightly traumatic, but the rest of his life was pretty much normal. Because I have to say this honestly, in the original series, their stronger brother, if you can tell, was Virgil. At first, well, in Devil May Cry 3 was Virgil, and kind of a Devil May Cry 5 too. So it was Virgil that was stronger brother. It's one of the roles are kind of reversed, because it's Dante's the stronger brother, because it's like fighting Virgil at the end really didn't seem like much of anything, except just fighting a rival character. Like, you notice I'm not even talking about the rest of the other bosses in the game. They're so goddamn forgettable that, let's see, I think it was a hunter, that thing they call the succubus, that Mundus's hideous, ugly, disgusting spawn, and then Mundus himself. Oh, and that, Barbus. He is the only boss fight I liked in the entire game. being dead honest. I only found one boss fight I liked in the game. Other than that, I did not get killed by any of the bosses. For some reason, the regular enemies were more challenging than the fucking bosses. That makes no goddamn sense. And I want to know if you guys remember, in my Devil May Cry, me playing Devil May Cry 5, I didn't die until I got to Virgil. I thought that was going to happen again almost, but it didn't. So, it's basically just a lot of writing. How characters were done. It was just a Western take. And basically another reason why this guy didn't sell all that well is because fans basically spoke with their wall and said, we don't want this. So it just kind of like died in the water, basically. It's dead, kind of dead on arrival. Anyway, because there's so much stuff in the background, and things got ugly for both sides. Both the developer and fans got really ugly. You know, if certain fans making death threats, I'm like, guys, you don't need to do that. I'm just saying that you don't need to do that at all. But yeah, I'm still trying to kind of gather my thoughts on the story, which is terrible. But I could not have given a single shit at all. Like, that's my honest answer. I didn't like any of the characters. Maybe you could have at least liked one character, but damn. Ooh. So I just need some tea for that one. Okay, like, maybe let me show you some gameplay. Like, the gameplay is where is at, but it's like, why they're only focused on making, because they should have focused on both, making it fun, but at the same time,
Remember this place?
Same time, like, the story should be good. But
used to bring us here.
Only one of those was good.
Tell me everything.
Only the gameplay element was good.
There have always been angels. There have always been demons.
Yeah. And it's like, okay, another thing. Okay, this is actually annoys me. Okay, so if you guys know, I know I'm talking over this because I really don't give a damn because I already beat this. But basically, in the original games, I have to keep saying that. Basically, Virgil and Dante are half demon, half human. In this, they are half demon, half angel, or as they're called, Nephilim.
Between angel and demon was
which they're explaining right now.
But it happened, and with it came new life. Twin boys, you and I, a hybrid of the warring angel and demon races.
It makes no goddamn sense. It's
when
like,
Mundus learned of Sparta's betrayal, his fury knew no limit. He hunted the lovers down. Eva was murdered by his own hand. And for Sparta, he demanded a more brutal fate. Endless punishment and pain. But even as Eva was destroyed, and Sparta was imprisoned for eternity, each knew that the seed for their revenge had already been sown.
Like, basically, though, it's like, why? Why did they have to be something else? Because it's like, why couldn't you keep something the same, at least?
Those hybrids now exist.
Besides the fact they use the same weapons, because Dante uses Ebony, Ivory, Coyote, and Rebellion.
Mundus believed
while
one
just Virgil uses Yamato.
But there were two Nephilim. and each had been hidden well. Sparta armed his sons. The rebellion for Dante. The Yamato for Virgil.
So, Mundus killed our mom and imprisoned our dad.
Yes.
And we're the offspring of angels and demons.
Demon father, angel mother. We are Nephilim. The only ones that can slay the Demon King.
Good. How?
Spotter. Fucking demon collaborators. You're being dragged into limbo. I'll find Kat. She'll get you out. Stand firm.
Oh, there. Another thing I like about this game, soundtrack and the fact that the environment is also itself trying to kill you. Also, these color-coded enemies can fuck right off, but apparently they were a lot worse when the game actually came out. Basically, like, and also the enemies look even ugly as hell. Also, all the enemies are just ugly as sin.
Dante, the gateway's ready. Come on. Dante, over here.
Well,
can you get across?
I'll have to find another way.
but if only like a few of the things are fun, that doesn't mean the entire game's going to be fun, basically. I mean, Capcom kind of outsourced this game and found out, oh, we're not successful with this. Maybe this is not a good idea. Which, yes, it was not a good idea. And apparently people aren't sick of these games coming out, so, oh. Basically, look at this. As long as you don't get hit, basically. But as long as you don't get hit, you can basically just keep it going. Basically, though, guys,
another blue rose.
I have no idea why they did some of the things they did with the game, especially the dialogue. Someone's up here. But guys, this game is done. I'm probably gonna take this off my hard drive when I feel like it, but right now, oh, you guys must be wondering what the hell should I give this game? Fun gameplay, terrible dialogue, bad story. Had this been anything but Devil May Cry, I would have honestly given this game a 6 out of 10. But as a Devil May Cry game, it gets a 4 out of 10. So, if you don't like the fact that I just gave this game a 4 out of 10, then sorry guys. It's just my opinion. This is my honest opinion. Devil May Cry. And you can either agree with it, disagree with it, or whatever. But those are my sincere thoughts. And a little bit into the reason why this game failed so badly. Well, besides the fact it's also easy and just enemies also just fucking ugly. Besides the bosses, a bunch of other things. So I'm just gonna keep playing this because I have nothing else just to say. But if you want to talk back to me, guys, I don't mind. Like, I keep the stream going because like first few streams for 2020 for 2020 have been Devil May Cry.
Getting the hang of this.
No shit.
You know my name. Flying rats.
Really?
Cat, on my way.
Even though I logically could have gone over there. Oh yeah, and Amanda's kind of sucks too.
Silver
So.
Sachs Tower, the world's most powerful investment bank. And who runs it? CEO Kyle Ryder, a human vessel, the physical manifestation of Mundus, the Demon King. Through debt, he controls everything.
Yeah.
To Mundus, the world is a factory farm for human souls, and he likes to keep his animals monitored and docile. The monitoring is done by the Raptor News Corporation, a global network of CCTV cameras, satellites, and spies. The way he keeps us docile is a little more insidious.
What is it?
It's in your hand. Planet Earth's most popular soft drink, Virility. The demons have spiked it. It's okay. It has no effect on us, only humans. It's phlebotomy in a can.
So what's the plan?
That's the Hellgate, a conduit from which Mundus draws his power. While he's connected to the Hellgate, he's immortal. But we get him away from the Hellgate, and our swords will do the rest.
So, how do we do that?
We get his attention. Mundus is petty. He's impulsive. If we hit him where it hurts, let his anger rule him, I believe we can draw him out.
Okay, so, to kill Mundus, we need to drag him away from the Hellgate. We do that by pissing him off.
Roughly speaking, yes.
And we piss him off by taking out the Raptor News Network and Virility.
That's it.
Which one do you want to do first?
Yeah. Oh yeah, the grading system go suck a dick. By the way. Anyways, that's it for my thoughts, basically. And maybe some other stuff you didn't see for Devil May Cry, but hope y'all enjoyed this, because I'm just going to end this video and probably just kind of go to sleep, because damn, I'm tired of shit. Anyways, guys, hope you all enjoy this video. Thanks, man. Alright, have a good night, everyone.